Hello, Garleans and Gadflies. My name is TVSkine, and welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV, where we have dealt with Garuda? Question mark? Or rather, Garuda has been dealt with, I should say. Not entirely by us, but, you know, enough that we got the crystal, and now we have 6 crystals. And maybe that means something. It's not really clear yet, but I have 6 of them, which fills up the little circle thing of the thing. But now Ultimate Weapon is running around. They call it Icon, but it's Ultimate Weapon. Like, I know what that thing is designed after. So that's a problem, which we should probably do something about. But for the moment, guess I'll have to wait and see what Alphino has to say. It is past time that we return to the Waking Sands. To leave our headquarters in despair any longer would be to dishonor the memory of those who fell there. We've been brought to our knees, but we will rest, rebuild, and rise once more. Okay, I think I have a ticket for that. It would be nice if I could just pop chat out of the client completely and have it on a separate screen, so that I wouldn't have to take up so much space with the Moogle. That's a big mount! Holy crap. Well, this place is a little glum now, isn't it? Yeah, not a lot of fun to come back here. Tell me, Breck, does odd here strike you as odd? I see signs of recent habitation. Could it be we have trespassers? Mayhap just my imagination. Come, let us proceed into the solar. Well, that's actually kind of a cool look right there. Whereas that isn't. Of course, doesn't help that it's not wearing pants. Fancy. But terrible on stats. Wait! Who goes there? Now, Ida. Is that any way to greet a friend? Alphino! Brick! Sid! Wait, is this a dream? Not that I'm aware of. It's been a while, Ida. I don't believe it. I was sure you'd been... Oh, this place has seen better days. You know, I wasn't actually here, but... I was still in talk at the Adder's Nest. The first thing I knew about it was when I came back and I saw... Ida. The church had taken care of the bodies, but that still left the stains. It was hard to know where to start, if Y'shtola hadn't been here to help me. Y'shtola's here too? Yes, but she's not here right now. She's gone to Ul'dah to meet a man who might know what happened to the others. Papilimo and Minfilia weren't among the dead, according to the church. Y'shtola thinks they were taken somewhere else. Upon the orders of the Black Wolf, no doubt. Why would he want them? Because they can possess something he desires, knowledge of another that can be of another power that can be brought to bear against the primals, one that Gaius has yet to harness. The Echo. Gaius will be aware of its existence, as well as the immunity it grants gifted to the primal's influence. Powerful though his Allegan weapon may be, he would doubtless desire such protection. He means to use Minfilia to gain an understanding of the Echo. None of which explains how the Empire came to know the location of the Waking Sands in the first place. No matter. The Empire has shown its hand, and now we must act. It is up to us to rebuild the Scions and save Eorzea. Can I count on you, Ida? What? Oh, yes, of course, whatever you need. We can discuss our next move upon Y'shtola's return. For now, I say we rest.
Hear, feel, think.
Is that good?
Bringer of light, brave gatherer of the crystals, thy soul burneth bright. I am Hydaelyn, all made one. Hearken unto me now, for the darkness doth begin to spread. Wear thee the bearer of the crimson brand, for he is the avatar of shadow, whom death attendeth always. The crystals shall be thy salvation, thy blade and shield both. Steel thyself, for at the appointed hour thou shalt stare into the heart of darkness. Go with caution, my child, but fear not, for I am ever with thee.
Y'shtola! Rick, I see you and Elfnode are safe. And Sid. That we five should meet each other thus defies simple explanation. It is as if the benevolent hand of Master Louisoix guides us still. He would not see us undone so easily. Not now, when the need is so great. I know where Minfilia and the others are being held. Good. Where? An Imperial stronghold in the heart of Mordona, Castrum Sentry. Cool. I'm gonna go walk in. I'm over-leveled. I can take anything they can throw at me. Seriously, I kill gods for a living. Just let me walk in, Y'shtola, please! The rescue of our allies will be no small undertaking, Brick. Even under normal circumstances, breaching the defenses of an Imperial castrum would be a highly dangerous proposition. But now that Castrum Sentry houses prisoners whom the Guardians deem valuable, we may be confident that they have taken additional measures to ensure the stronghold's security. If we are to free our friends, we will require an effective strategy. And if we are to formulate an effective strategy, we will require intelligence. Oh, yeah, no, I don't have a lot of that. I believe I know a man who may be able to assist us in this. Lord Portelaine of House Durandare. He's stationed at the Observatorium in Kurthis. Let us go to him and beseech his aid. I'm familiar. I'm familiar with Durandane. Wait. No. I forgot to talk to the others.
A little longer than a few minutes later.
An Imperial castrum. 'Twas to be expected, I suppose. Guys may have called it the weapon of ancient Alag, but I saw extensive Magitech modification.
Alright, let's do this. Let's go and rescue Minfilia and the others.
I'm with you.
It is fortunate indeed that we were able to regroup here. I did not care much for my chance of surviving a foray into an Imperial stronghold alone, but I'm certain that together we will find a way to rescue our fellow Scions.
I mean, let's be real, you're told I'm the one who's going to be doing it, but, you know, it's nice to have you along. This time we teleport. Sup, asshole? Remember how you owe me 10 billion favors? Brick, the man who unmasked the heretic in our midst. To what do I owe the pleasure of your company? You're an associate of your Stola. Oh, but of course. Lord Drillman confided to me that you were a scion of the 7th Dawn. Custom Sentry. What interest have you all in the Imperials?
They hold several of our numbers, whom we intend to free. Any information you can provide would be greatly appreciated.
I see. I'm explaining our Scott's reports. They observed 4 prisoners being led into the castrum. A Huron woman, an Ellison man, 2 Lalafels. 1 male, 1 female. Tataru!
It's them! It has to be! Minfilia, Urianga, Papilomo, and Tataru!
If that scant morsel is of use to you, you may also be interested to hear about more recent incident.
Incident?
An Imperial airship made an emergency landing here in Kerthus not long ago. 2 men, believed to be prisoners, a Rogadin and a Lalafel, were seen fleeing the craft. What did you say? A Rogadin and a Lalafel, Master Garland. Neither wore Imperial dress and both seemed disinclined to wait for rescue, hence our assumption that they were prisoners. Well, I'll be damned. It's Biggs and Wedge. Trust those 2 rascals to escape. We must find them, Brick, and soon. The Imperials will not rest until they're captured or killed, and if Biggs were given the choice, I fear he'd take the latter. Freeing those in Custom Sentry will require substantial planning and preparation. As such, it is an endeavor that will emit some slight delay. The matter of the escapees, by contrast, will not. Shortly after the prisoners vacated the airship, our scout observed Imperial troops setting off in pursuit. It's likely only a matter of time before they catch them. If you wish to see your comrades again, you'd best act now. Oh yeah, don't lift a finger, you guys, to save people fleeing from the Empire.
If, as has been suggested, the Guardians took our fellow Scions prisoner in hopes of understanding the Echo, it seems reasonable to assume that they will not be executed until such time as the study is complete. But Biggs and Wedge are not Scions, nor do they know aught of the Echo. As Lord Portlaine said, this may prove our only chance to rescue them. I say we seize it.
Thank you, everyone. You won't regret this. Biggs and Wedge. Star Wars references. Final Fantasy is full of them when you look for them. Oh, it's Dollar Darth Vader and his Power Rangers. I do like that they're colored, like that they have actual color in their outfits. Because, like, the judges in Final Fantasy XII very much did not. And it was one of the weaker parts of their design was that they were all... Well, it was also intentional that they should be so uniform, but, you know.
Final preparations are almost complete, my lord. There stands the culmination of 5 long years of painstaking work, but all our efforts will be vindicated when the Emperor's vision becomes reality.
At last, we have the power to purge this land of its false gods. We shall give the ignorant children of Eorzea the security and stability they so desperately crave, and which their spineless leaders have so palpably failed to provide.
As you say, my lord. Rest assured, our engineers will not rest until the weapon is fully armed and operational.
You know what I said about Star Wars references? Yeah.
Rittithin, you depart for Castrum Occidens at midnight. You will command the Western Front in Wilbrand. The Orsians will attempt to interfere with our plans. You will see that they do not. My lord, if this be your will, I shall carry it out to the best of my ability. I live only to serve the Empire. Yet, forgive my impudence, but is it proper to give command to half of our forces to a... I have given nothing, Praefectus. You have earned it. That will be all. Dismissed. Yes, my lord.
Praefectus, pretentious assholes.
My quarters.
Oh my. Wait, really? Like that's he was real. He really just ordered her to. Damn. Okay, that's a little problematic. A lot problematic. My purpose here is to reconnoiter Garlean activity along Abalathia's spine. Owing to this, I have the honor of being acquainted with Y'shtola. Now, the report of the Imperial airship's emergency landing came to us by way of Dismail Darkhold, situated to the west. A man stationed at the entrance, my Nightbane Briselt, may be able to tell you more. So as to expedite your mission, I shall furnish you with a letter of introduction. I pray that you will soon be reunited with your comrades. May the Fury grant you strength.
You stand before the Dismail Darkhold, the subterranean fortress excavated by the greatest guardian house of the same name. None but authorized personnel may enter.
Well, I don't want to enter, I just want to...
A letter from Lord Portalen. So you've come about the Imperial airship. According to our scouts, the vessel had scarce touched the ground when a pair of men, captives by all accounts, burst forth and bolted. Imperial soldiers have been sighted in the area, seeking to recapture them. But the captives are likely to be your friends, you say. Then let us pray that they are a step ahead of their pursuers. The emergency landing you reportedly took place near the Orem Vale, situated south and west of here. I suggest you take your search there. Seek out a knight named Pyramon. He should be able to assist you.
Onwards we go. Onwards ho! Seriously though, Gaius, you can't just order someone to, like... Jeez. I don't have to go into the Orem Vale, right? Imperial airship? I saw it approach the land with my own two eyes. I hastened to the landing site, arriving just in time to see the vessel take off to the skies again, but not before it deployed a detachment of troops. Gruff orders were being barked and there was an air consternation about them. Hey, finally. Finally I get something that... Oh no, that's actually worse because it blocks out my feet. Aww. Also, doesn't look as cool. Like, look at that. Nah, absolutely not. There were prisoners aboard the airship, it seems, and they seized the opportunity to flee when the vessel was forced to land. The Garleans were deployed to form search parties and proceed to scour the wilderness. In order to alert our forces, I returned to my post to find evidence that someone had been here in my absence. Whoever they were, they tried the door to no avail and decided to go elsewhere. In all, I marked 2 sets of footprints, one large and one small. If you search the area mayhap, you will be able to follow the prints to their owners. Because it just hasn't snowed at all? Okay, well, I mean, because like... Okay, well, I'll take it. Why does it take so long to survey footprints? They're right there, I can see them! Man, this is not worth getting up on the motorbike for. Well, this is slow going. Wedge, dude. So cool. Go home. Hello. Please don't eat me. I'm not nearly as succulent as I look. It's all skin and bones underneath, I swear. Prick, a chill. Oh, thank goodness you're here. It's been awful. The Garleans were snapping at our heels like a hungry pack of wolves. I was so hell-bent on evading them, I almost ran headlong into a monster's gaping maw thrice. And when I finally found cover, it hit me how cold and hungry I was. But Bix, he isn't here. He went off in a different direction to lure our pursuers away.
It's me, Sid. Have you had any success? Track down Wedge. That's wonderful news. Now what a Biggs? I see. Well, hardly surprises me that the big fellow went off as he did. For all the tongue lashings he gives Wedge, he's always taking care of him. I scoured the area surrounding the dark hole, but I've nothing to show for it. At any rate, we know for a fact Biggs headed west. With both Ida and your Stola helping out, I'm sure he'll turn up soon. Now then, I'll make my way over to your position while keeping an eye out for Biggs. If memory serves, there should be an Asgardian fortification not far to your west. Monument Tower, I believe it's called. Let's meet there.
Dare I hope? Was that Master Garland you spoke with?
After 5 long years. Thank goodness he's alive.
I'm feeling better now, Brick. Let's go to the Monument Tower and wait for the chief to arrive.
Vroom, vroom. Excuse me. I'm just going to walk into your fortification here. Thank you.
Well met and welcome, adventurer. What brings you to this frozen corner of the realm? Oh, it would seem your companion has caught a chill. Come and warm yourself by the fire. I will bring you a hot broth.
Hospitable.
How are you feeling now, then? Stay there as long as you need. The same goes for you, friend. 'Tis plain you have a hard journey ahead of you. You must find rest when you can.
Da, 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 da.
I'm fine now, thanks to you. But I can't bear to think that Bix is still all alone in the cold with Garleans on his heels. He lured the enemy away for my sake, and now he's suffering for it. I hate to have to rely on you again, Break, but do you think you could search for Biggs? I haven't the slightest notion where he might be at the moment, but maybe, just maybe, the people here have seen something.
Oh. Hello. Ah, really warms up the nether regions.
A Rogadan gentleman just in the same manner as your companion. I'm sorry, but he did not come by here. Let me think a moment. I would not raise your hopes, but there's a cave situated a short distance to the south. We call it the Fury's Gaze and may be worth the while to investigate. I make this suggestion only because your friend seems like a selfless sort. Rather than drawing the enemy to this tower, mayhap he elected to pass us by.
Vroom. Right. Them's a lot of plasmoids. Okay, better not activate the plasmoids. Well, nothing there.
Brick, were you able to learn anything? Not in this area. Well, that stands to reason, I suppose, seeing as he was trying to lure the Garleans away from me. But where within this vast sea of snow and ice could he be? We can't give up, Brick. We must find Biggs before he succumbs to cold or is recaptured. There must be someone in this tower who can help us, even if it's only to tell us where to look. Ask them for me. Ask anyone who'll listen. And hurry! Biggs' chances of survival grow slimmer by the moment.
I have a feeling he'll be okay, completely and totally okay. Pretty much no matter how slow I am. Just a hunch, just a thought, just a feeling, just a... Good lord, that's a lot of stairs. Oh, more stairs, yay. Your friend is lost in the wilderness, you say? Well, if he's not to be found here or anywhere in the vicinity of the Dark Hold, it's possible he made for Whitebrim. To reach it, one must travel through Danifan Pass, the southern end of which lies to the north and east of here. While I make no guarantee that your search will bear fruit, it's surely better than worrying in idleness. I wish you luck. Oh, and one more thing. Do tread warily when climbing the stairs here. Not a moon ago, I near broke my neck and I slipped and took a tumble. Yeah, I'll be careful. Oh, no! I'm fine. That's not, it's not blood on the snow, right? The heck is that? Oh! Oh, that's Calamity stuff. Ba-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na. Do I have to talk to those two first? Oh, either way will work. Okay. Orders are to take you back dead or alive. Which will it be, engineer? Why don't you come and find out, Tinhead? Ah, Brick, it is well that you're here. The situation is... I can take him. Just shut up. Let me go kick their ass. Biggs is in a bad way. We need to do something right now. Ida has the right of it. He will perish if we delay. So shut up and go. With me. He's not alone. Kill them all. Yeah, good luck with that, normies. Oh, come on. Really? Biggs, don't run towards them. Jesus. Okay, almost got him down. Smack. There we go. Jesus. Thanks. Another moment. He's been too long in the cold. We must find shelter for him. Cave. Monument Tower, you say? Very well. Ida and I shall bear him there with all haste. Sid will be so happy to see Biggs and Wedge again. Oh, I love reunions.
cannot thank you enough, Brick. And the rest same goes for the rest of you. Thank you all so much. Oh, don't mention it. We are family, are we not? Yeah, well, I didn't think I'd ever see him again.
I owe the lot of you my life. And you see, Wedge too, Brick. I'm losing count of how many I owe you.
Biggs, Wedge, God, it's good to see the two of you again.
Chief, it's really you. It's really you. And it hurts when you're still alive, but to finally see you in the flesh.
When Alphino told me of the raid on the Waking Sands, I feared the worst. What happened?
Well, the enemy struck with nary a warning. We didn't stand a chance. Wedge and I were in the workshop when they came. Before we knew what was happening, the Imperials had us at gunpoint.
It must have been awful. There's one thing I don't understand, though. How did the Galleons get there so fast? I mean, the immortal flame should have seen them coming, right? I myself have asked myself the same question. That day when I returned to the carnage at the Waking Sands, I noticed aught amid in horizon, nothing at all to suggest the passing of an Imperial force. From this I conclude that the Galleons came neither by land nor by air, nay, they were borne there by potent teleportation magics. Magics of the kinds used by the Ascians.
Carry on.
We were blindfolded and bundled into the cargo bay of a waiting airship. I can't rightly say how long we were aboard, but when the time came for us to disembark, we found ourselves in the midst of an Imperial stronghold, Castrum Sentry. Upon arrival, we were marched off into the main complex. Bix and I were thrown into the attainment cell together, while Minfilia and the others were taken elsewhere. That's the last we heard from him.
Castrum Sentry. What happened next?
Well, we were held in isolation for what felt like years, but it was probably months or maybe only weeks. And then, without warning, the Imperials collected the pair of us and put us on another vessel, which we found out was bound for Garlemald, much to our dread. We knew that if we were taken back there, we weren't like to leave again. So risky though it was, we sabotaged the ship's altitude controls, thereby forced an emergency landing. And in the midst of the ensuing chaos, we managed to slip our captors. The rest, as they say, is history.
If I didn't know any better, I'd call that a likely story. Sabotaging the altitude controls of an airborne vessel? That'll have been Biggs' handiwork, like as not. You were always resourceful in a tight spot, my friend. Sid, thank you for returning my dear assistance to me. It will seem I owe you yet another debt of gratitude. There's still... Oh, shit, goddammit. Didn't mean to do that. Alright, you lot. Garland Ironworks is back in business. Let's go and give the Imperials what for.
Hurrah!
Indeed. Ba, 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 ba. I kind of wish that they'd made more than one fanfare for completing a quest, because, like, oh, I've heard that one a lot now. And, like, imagine how many it's going to be if, like, you complete every side quest. Thanks to you, Biggs and Wedge are with us again. Now we must find a way to rescue Minfilia and the others. God knows we kept them waiting for too long already. Based on what we learned, I believe it's safe to say they're being held at Castrum Sentry. So, let us convene at Revenant's Toll in Mordona. 'Tis as good a place as any to repair, better than most. The road leading east, then south will get you there. When we arrive, let us seek the advice of local adventurers. We're bound to learn a thing or two that'll benefit our mission.
Thank goodness you found me, Brick. I would have frozen or drowned, or been eaten by a mutt puppy if it wasn't for you.
I knew the chief was still alive. Deep down, I always knew. And looks healthy, too. Well, I could do with a shave, I suppose, but other than that...
Righto. I have not been able to teleport there yet. Okay, so we are going What direction? That direction, okay. Oh, well, goodbye snow. Hello, spring and trees and stuff. Oh, disciples of the land. Ah, it's the naked option. Well met, friend. What brings you to Revenant's Toll? Did I hear you rightly? Your friends are being held captive at Castrom's Entry, and you want to rescue them? I don't mean to discourage you, but that might prove difficult. The stronghold has been on high alert of late, with armored patrols seeing about the perimeter around the clock. Not even a fly could get within 100 yards of the walls undetected.
If the Guardians were later to our coming, we cannot know what they will do to Nephilia and the others. We must act with greatest stealth.
Aye, it has to be good old-fashioned infiltration.
But with security so tight, how are we going to smuggle ourselves in?
Well, I have a mind to walk through the front door.
Huh? The front door?
Aye, we'll disguise ourselves as Imperial troops and march right in. For this, we'll need a few sets of Imperial uniforms, a suit of Magitech armor, and impeccable timing. That's a bold strategy, but it might just work. There we are. There's certainly no shortage of opportunities to borrow the equipment. Knowing those Imperial bastards, they won't even suspect that we savage Eorzeans would think to use their technology. Then it's settled. If you're determined to go ahead with this, I recommend you speak with Glaumund. The fellow's got a personal grudge against the Empire and happens to know a great deal about Castrom's Entry besides. I've no doubt he'd want to be of aid.
Ida and I should go reconnoiter Guardian activity at the Stronghold. It would not do if something were to befall our comrades before we had the chance to act. Come and join us when you're ready, Brick. Let's do this. Sometimes I wonder, Ida, are there ever times when you're not enthused? I'm nothing if not enthused, Y'shchola, and you're beginning to remind me of Papa Limo.
Is that the left quests, or... what? A die thing? Ah, well, if it isn't Brick, just the adventurer I was hoping to see. We've never met!
Do you know the blacksmith Eginolf? He's quite an accomplished craftsman. In fact, anyone who's had dealings with Ravenna is sure to have come across his creations. It's always been a pleasure to have him as a regular here, but he's been quite irritable of late.
Oh, this is the seventh heaven, is it? This is what you've called your bar? The seventh heaven? That's the name you've given it? Okay. Final Fantasy VII reference.
Practically drowning in his cups. Besides, I fear his recent work or perhaps lack thereof may have something to do with it. This may seem but a trifling matter to someone as traveled as yourself, but it would mean so much to me if you would speak to him. I can think of no one better to offer him a word or three of encouragement.
You're looking to get into Castrom's Entry and you need my help? Something tells me we're gonna get along just fine. Where's this thing? Okay, up there. Let's just go do whatever the hell that die thing is.
1 hour later.
Right, okay, well, so that's all cosmetic customization stuff. If I wanted to dye this armor a different color, basically. Okay, I think I get it. Moving on. Holy shit! Is that a car? Wait, that's the Final Fantasy XV car? I think it is. Oh, right. That's like an event reward, right? So, your friends at Castrum Center you want for rescue. That Slothborn knows me too well. You can count on my help. I've got a score to settle with the Imperials, and I never pass on an opportunity to get back at the Horse Sons. But enough about me, let's talk strategy. Rescuing folks from captivity is a right delicate business. A single oversight, just one little blunder, and it's all over. You can't leave any room for uncertainty. For starters, you need to confirm beyond the shadow of a doubt that your friends are where you think they are. You don't want to risk your neck only to discover they've been moved elsewhere. But how do you find out, you ask? By following these instructions. If you approach center from the east, you'll see swampland to your left called a tangle. Get in there, never mind all the marbles, and navigate your way to the southwestern corner. You'll come upon some drainage pipes coming down from the stronghold. Don't ask me how I know, but one of them leads back up to the command tower. If you listen closely, might be as you can eavesdrop on some of the happenings within. Once we know for certain your friends are there, we'll move on to the next stage of the operation. Now get going, and Godspeed. Cool. Where are we going? Down that way. Ooh, very pretty. What's with the laser show? Oh, that would be the Imperial Stronghold, wouldn't it? So here, if that's the Imperial Stronghold, I suspect, here's another reference for you. Final Fantasy VI and Final Fantasy VII. The spotlights rising out, like illuminating the bad guy fortress. Yeah, both of those games did that one. Especially Final Fantasy VI was famous for it, like it had a whole sequence dedicated to flying slowly towards an Imperial fortress that was all lit up with, you know, spotlights. All right. Let's do some infiltrating. I'm in the perfect gear for stealth. The faint sound of conversation echoes down the pipe.
What of the captain? Does she still refuse to speak? She has to be deaf mute for all the information we've gotten out of her. The others aren't much better. The Ellison gets on my nerves most of all. Every time he opens his mouth, it's only to spout gibberish. I wonder, why is the Tribuna so obsessed with this Minfilia woman? They say she possesses some mystical power. Something we Garleans don't have. Mystical power? Like the kind the beastmen use? How am I supposed to bloody know? If you're so curious, why don't you ask the Tribunas yourself? As well try to tumble her. I like my head where it is, thank you very much. Our break is over. Best we get back to our stations.
The footfalls grow fainter until all is silent. Thank God for people like loudly conversing about important tactical information right near a drainage pipe that will echo it down back to me. I am happy that you are stupid enough to do that. Thank you.
'Tis good to see you again, Brick. I'm given to understand you've conducted some reconnaissance. Tell me, what were you able to learn? So, Minfilia and the others indeed are at Castrum Sentry. Their presence thus confirmed, we may proceed with the mission. While you were afield, Sid took the liberty of devising a plan of action. Pray have the details from him.
Good work, Brick. As Alphino has already told you, we plotted out a course for the rescue. The gist of it is unchanged. We disguise ourselves as Imperial soldiers and infiltrate the stronghold. Glaumund is looking into ways to procure a suit of Magitech armor. In the meantime, I need your assistance for some preparation of my own. Minfilia and the others are counting on us, Brick. Let's not keep them waiting any longer than necessary. But that rescue operation is going to have to wait for the next episode. So if you've enjoyed this one, you can hit the like, comment, and or subscribe buttons down below. That'll let you know when the next episode is coming out. And if you want more Final Fantasy XIV right now, right this second, right this minute, more might be available if you are a member of the channel. You can check the playlist and see if there's any, like, non-published episodes on it, and if you want to see them right now, you can become a member of the channel for about $1 a month. I also have a Patreon, a merchandise store, and a tip jar. You can use any of those if you want to. It helps me pay my rent, but if you don't want to, or you can't afford to, or you're just not in the mood right now, that's completely okay as well. thank you very much for watching. Remember to wear a mask, wash your hands, take such vaccines as are going to be necessary, and act with solidarity towards those who are worse off than yourself.